Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Monique JoeVonnie, where I tell real life stories based off of real life experiences and events. So let me give you a rundown of what's been happening so far. So basically I moved to Georgia and I moved to Snellville, and I was going to school in Atlanta after moving to Stone Mountain. I know that's kind of confusing, but yeah, Snellville, Stone Mountain, school in Atlanta. And I was dating a young man named Perk, P for short, as you all probably know by now from looking at my other videos. Okay, but what you did not know is that when I first moved to Georgia, I made sure I was employed so I could possibly survive. I first worked in Snellville for a company that sells high-end sunglasses, really high-end, as in like over $100, maybe $200, name brand glasses. Okay, so my second job, I landed in Alpharetta, Georgia. I was still, at this time, I was still living, maybe I was, oh yes, I was still living in Stone Mountain, and I was a lead hostess for a very high-end, classy restaurant. And I was a lead hostess. I would train other hostesses right up under me, so that was a great experience to have, somewhat managing other employees and doing the hiring process as well. Okay, but due to undisclosed reasons, I did quit that job, and then I soon started working for another company, a household brand, internationally, I should say, an internationally known restaurant that's all throughout the U.S. You can find one in every single state. As you can see, I'm wearing the wonderful uniform, so I went from a hostess to a waitress where I can make my own tips as well. Okay, so like I said, I was with someone at the time, and based on that information, based on that background information, I'm going to tell y'all about my first encounter with the police in Georgia. Yep, my first encounter. And based on that truth, it damn sure ain't no lie. Okay, so now we can get right into it. Okay, so one day we're at my apartment again, my wonderful apartment that you all know of that I had in Stone Mountain, Georgia. I'm chilling with my boyfriend at the time, P. And I was getting ready for work. I had just finished getting ready for work. And I'm all in my uniform. I had my tank top on. I don't remember if I had on because they had two different colors. I don't know if I had on my black uniform, black and orange uniform, or my orange and white uniform. So I had on my tank top with the mini shorts, and you have to wear nude stockings and two tops with some sneakers. Okay, so it's very relaxed and everything, because you gotta look good for the people and all this and that. Okay, so I'm about to walk out the door, and at the time I had a very short haircut, not so short, but like maybe, anyways, with a little fade in the back and a blonde crown. So my hair was styled to look cute, of course. And so as I'm walking out the door, he says to me, "Mama, don't wear that hat when you're driving home from work." I had his fitted cap, and I decided to wear it on my way to work for some strange reason. Who knows? Don't know. But he told me not to wear it driving back home from work, because when I get out of work, it's usually dark outside, but I didn't know, I didn't think anything of it. So fast forward to me getting out of work. So it's dark outside, like I said, and I'm about to get in the car, put on my hat, and then P's voice comes to my head saying, "Mama, don't wear the hat." And I'm like, who the hell is gonna see me in the dark while I'm driving? I'm not listening to him. Anyways, so I put on the hat, and I'm driving. And this is in North Cross, Georgia, by the way. So it wasn't that far from Stone Mountain, my apartment, but yeah, it's in North Cross, I must mention. And I'm only a few blocks down from work. And I'm driving, minding my business again. And I'm looking through the rear view mirror because sometimes that's how I drive. And I noticed that a police car is in back of me. So I'm like, oh shoot, I'm about to get pulled over. But I was so unsure because they were just like following behind me. And I'm like, okay, are they gonna pull me over or what? So I'm like, obeying all the driving laws and making sure I'm driving the speed limit and all of that kind of stuff. And they're still following me. And I'm like, and I know they're following me. Like, I know that they're following me. And so finally, an open parking lot comes up, and then they decide to put on their siren lights or whatever, their siren with the flashing lights. So I'm like, okay, so obviously they want me to park over here in the parking lot. And I'm not even thinking about anything at the time, like how I look and everything. Well, actually, it didn't get into my head until, it didn't register in my head of the whole fitted hat situation until I'm pulled over and I look in my rear view mirror and I see this cop get out the car, Caucasian cop get out the car ready to go. And when I say ready to go, he was ready to go. He had his billy club out. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Now, don't get me wrong. It is nighttime. And I am in a particular neighborhood. But goddamn, you got your billy club out? And then he was with another African-American officer who I knew also was not on my side either. So I had to think fast. So I was like, okay, when they approach the car, let me make sure my shirt is fixed right so that they can see. And now that I think about it, I had to have had on my white uniform. So I'm thinking, you know what? I got on this fitted hat. I got on my white uniform. And I'm in the dark. And from a distance, I probably look like a dude in a white beater, because my hair was short, with a fitted cap on. And this is why they was following me. So I had to think fast. So I like I said, fix up my shirt. When he come up to the window, because this is before all of the shootings that we publicly see on social media and TV. This was before those times. Like I said, it's like 2007-ish, between 2009. Well, I had just moved there in 2007. So it was probably around 2007 or 8 before we started seeing all the beatings on social media, but after Rodney King. Okay? So I had to think fast. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to make any sudden movements. I am going to be respectable because who knows why they pulling me over. But I still don't like them damn billy club. That billy club that he got in his hand. Tapping it like he's ready to smack it, like ready to do something. So I was like, okay, when he gets to the window, I'm good. When he asks me to roll down my window, that's when I'm going to take off my hat. So that means that at the same time, while he's asking me to roll down my window, I could go ahead and reach for my head, because then he won't think I'm reaching for a weapon. You see how I did that? Don't reach this way, but reach that way. No way they can say I'm reaching for a weapon. You got me? So tapping on the window with Billy Club, and I quickly take off my hat so he can see. This is a female. Like it ain't what you think it is, nigga. Well, he was white, so I guess I should say nigga. Should I? Anyway, So when they seen that I was a female, the whole mood changed, which is kind of unfortunate now that I think about for other people that are in situations that they can't think of, get out of, that they can't get out of. Wrong place, wrong time type of thing. Well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. So, that situation, thank God, ended well. Because I was happy that all they gave me was a ticket for a tail light that I guess the fuse in my tail light had blew. I didn't even know that I was driving around with one tail light. So thank God. Thank God. Thank God. It was only for a ticket for a tail light. So they let me go. And I get home. I get to the crib, as P used to say. I get to the crib. And I told him about the situation. And he says, he has no reaction. He says, I told you not to wear that hat. Now, P, you did warn me. I didn't take heed. And I want to thank you.
Shut up and sit down.
Hey YouTube, if you liked the video that I just shared with you, please like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, And if you have any comments about this topic for today, please write it down below, press the bell notification, and let me know what's going on because I don't know. In North Cross, Georgia, holla at me.